She cheated, and the second you found out, your body responded the same way it would if someone stabbed you. Not emotionally, physically. Your heart rhythm went irregular. Your hands shook. Your legs stopped working because your body classified what just happened as a life-threatening emergency. And it wasn't wrong. When you saw that message, her name, his name, what they did, your brain fired the exact same alarm it fires when someone physically attacks you. Same signal, same chemical response. Your body could not tell the difference between her betrayal and someone trying to kill you, because for the part of your brain that's been around for thousands of years, there is no difference. And then you froze. That moment where you just stopped, stood in the middle of the room, stared at nothing. That wasn't weakness. That was your nervous system hitting a threat so catastrophic it had no protocol for it. So it shut down. The pain came later. The rage came later. First came nothing. 3 days later, you thought you were managing. You went to work, you functioned, and then a song came on, or you smelled her perfume on a stranger. And in a fraction of a second, your heart dropped, your chest tightened, you were right back there, like it was happening right now. Your brain physically cannot mark this memory as past. When betrayal hits at this level, it breaks the memory system, so your brain stores it as now, permanently now. Every trigger doesn't remind you, it replays you completely, every single time. This is why research shows between 30 and 60% of people who go through this develop full clinical PTSD, the same diagnosis given to combat veterans. Your brain classified her betrayal as a combat event, and to understand why, we need to go back. Before cities, before everything. The first humans lived in groups of 20, 30 people. No hospitals, no police, no backup. In that world, your partner wasn't just someone you loved. They were your food, your protection, your children's survival, your only insurance policy in a world that was actively trying to kill you every single day. When they chose someone else, you didn't just lose love, you lost everything instantly. No plan B, just you, alone, in a world that killed solitary humans within days. The humans who shrugged off betrayal lost their protection and died. Their bloodlines ended. The humans who felt it like a physical emergency, who couldn't sleep, couldn't stop obsessing, they survived. They rebuilt. They passed that wiring down. You are directly descended from the people who felt this the hardest. That's why you're here. Men and women feel this differently. David Buss at the University of Texas studied this across 37 countries, every culture on Earth. The result was identical everywhere. Men react more violently to physical betrayal. Women to emotional. Because a man who raised another man's child wasted everything. Every hunt, every sacrifice on someone else's genes. And a woman who lost her partner's emotional commitment lost her protector, her children's survival. Evolution destroyed the ones who didn't feel these alarms. The ones who survived are your ancestors. Your pain today is the direct echo of their survival. 20% of married American men admit to cheating. 13% of married women, but among people under 30, women now cheat at higher rates than men, 11% versus 10%. The gap is closing, and the pain is identical on both sides because it was never about gender. It was always about survival. Now here is the part that should make you furious. The apps on your phone were built by people who know everything I just told you. The notification showing who liked her photo. The one showing she was online 2 minutes ago. The read receipt confirming she saw your message and didn't reply. These are not accidents. These are weapons, built specifically to activate your ancient jealousy circuitry and keep you locked to a screen. They took the most primal fear in the human nervous system, the fear of losing your person, and turned it into a product. You were never paranoid. You were being targeted. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive. You are running the most sophisticated threat response system ever built by any species on this planet, and someone used it against you. Now you know, and knowing is where the power starts to come back. The brain heals. New pathways form. And the person who comes out the other side develops something that cannot be taught. The ability to read people with a precision that only comes from having your trust completely destroyed and rebuilt. Scientists call it post-traumatic growth. It's real. It only comes from going through something that broke you completely. You are not at the end. You are in the hardest part of the middle. Thank you for watching this to the end. It means a lot. Leave a like and drop a comment with whatever came to mind. It helps this channel reach more people than you think.